Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Eto'o. Drilled in low. Van Dijk gets it clear. Oh, he's bustling through here. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. There could be trouble here. That is Suter! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Terrible error, duly punished. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Conte. Bastoni, Mohamed Salah. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well timed, excellent interception. Conte. Eto'o. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's played him through. He's got the shot away! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Owen. And he's been shifted off it. Chouameni clears. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi looking to run onto it. And that was very necessary.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's going to go a long way. Musiala. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. And he's managed to get rid. And he's intervened well there. Half-time getting close now. Great ball, Cantona! It's fallen kindly here. They've scored! Spain are all square. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
There will be quality ball. It's a goal kick. And Messi! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Spain head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Reflections on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really entertaining.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Messi coming on the field. Number 5.
Spain get the ball rolling for the second period.
Number 19. Yamal.
That is good alertness. Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Carlos. Timber. Van Dijk cuts it out. Oh, that's a nice ball. Conte. Oh, and he's through the middle. And the shot! Eto gets flagged offside. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cantona. Oh no, this does not look good. Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Van Dijk gets it
The
away.
attendance for this match was 70,987.
Now it's Eto. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Eto! He's done very well to get to that.
Eto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bastoni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And now they can spring out of defence.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And that's been drilled in. And that's been won straight back. Hang on. And here's Foden. No way through, so back it comes. Batistuta! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he cuts out the supply. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Now it's Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh no, what has happened here? And that's it. Spain can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Leaps one, and he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-run finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Roberto Carlos. Kante takes control of it and he's on the move. Good spot, he's seen the run. Rummenigge. And he's heaved it away. Palermo have got it back and they'll have another go. Nice sequence of passes this. Ronaldinho. Bergkamp. Looking tidy in possession here. Conte. Palermo have reclaimed it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Decent hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maldini. Bayer sends that a long way. Conte. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palermo finding their passes. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Bastoni with the clearance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's picked his way through. Firmine. Bergkamp. Costa Curta.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Oh, he's played it in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mohamed Salah. Cantona. Eto'o. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And it's Perez. Ronaldinho. Costa Curta.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Great ball, and he's in here. He's got the shot away! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Perez just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Palermo with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. Stood up well to him there. Spain are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos. Chouameni. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Added time.
That's a throw. Now it's Eto'o. Cantona. Mohamed Salah. And we've reached half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Security staff for each block.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Cantona. Eto. Fermin. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he finish? And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new Cantona! Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a mighty effort. Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Ronaldinho. Kante running with the ball. Bergkamp. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicely weighted ball. Now the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Oh, it's Bergkamp. He's got away. Nice ball, and he might be in here. It's Ronaldinho! Goal! Palermo! And again they hit the front. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Number 80.
Palermo get themselves into the lead.
Spain may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Played back in.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's been won straight back. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergkamp, who's set up one goal so far.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi! 2 minutes to be added on. Cantona. He's got a side of goal! And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Your final
Hello,
thoughts, Jim?
everybody, and
Spain
please
didn't
join me
quite
in wishing
recover
a
from the
happy
early
win.
blow.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him.
It's all! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first first corner. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great defending, strong and determined. Conte. Passing nice and neat. Cantona, he's got the shot away! Cantona finds himself offside. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing.
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passes short and sharp. Mohamed Salah going face to face with his great rival. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Oh, he's in! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's there to retrieve it. Messi, and here's Owen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Owen! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Eto. That's been cut out, well played. That's really well cleared. Gabriel cuts it out.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pass somewhat off target. Gabriel. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And that's been won straight back. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rafinha has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's gone looking for safety. Eto. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Some resolute defending there. Adams gets it away.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Hernandez calmly anticipates. Oh, what's he done? It's Eto! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Conte. Rafinha. Kante wins the duel this time. Cantona. It's into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Engages and forces him off the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cantona! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Vermeer. Cantona fiddles it through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now that's well seen too. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each.
From all local major
What do
stations.
you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Barcelona get the ball rolling in the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Pedri. Koundé. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And they've got rid. Cantona. Kimmich. Deftly away. Tchouaméni. And it's Conte. Cantona. Great ball, and it's Eto! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. This is their second corner of the game. Cantona! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Spain go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to...
And the shot! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Roberto Carlos.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Oh, super find. Now it's Eto. Great chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vermeer. Now then, Mohamed Salah! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So will they make it count again? And he's there to clear it. Costa Curta. Getting to... Oh, what a mistake! Just a keeper and... Owen! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, there was to be no other outcome. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mohamed Salah. That is as far as they're going to go. Bayer deals with it effortlessly. Now it's Rafinha. Hernandez. Rafinha. Kimmich. It's Pedri. Speculative strike. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Costa Curta. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Bastoni clears. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Fermin. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Fermin out towards the flank. Some really good ball movement. Decent hit! He scored! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Eto really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
This is quite a battle.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus, and they've got to fancy their...
Now the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! The goal scorer for Spain!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Spain complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get rid.
Added time.
Danger averted for now. Nicked it back promptly. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Adams with the clearance. Chouameni. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he's heaved it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Cantona. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Messi, he's gone for goal! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was. Well, Peter, this is certainly a man who can make all the difference.
King Eric, surely one of the greatest ever to grace the English game. And you've got to say that alongside his class, he brought about a bit of a tactical revolution too.
Yeah, in an age where everything was fast and down the sides, well, his now
hits one! Dixon. Messi. Yamal. And he's making progress on the ball. And he's managed to get free. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Bastoni getting this one clear. Spain have reclaimed it. And that should get the job done. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Roberto Carlos. Modric. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's having a hit! He's going to be disappointed with that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, it's come loose. Bastoni clears. Sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And he's there to retrieve it. Yamal. Messi. Diaby receives it in a good... Whistle goes. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
As it is about to be towed away.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. Bastoni calmly anticipates, and he can clear it away. Fermin. Cantona! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spain certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Looks to go up and over. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Eto. Engages and forces him off the ball. Deftly away. still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot.
The
It's
attendance for this
Batistuta.
match was 72,000.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Batistuta. And that could set him on his way. Eto gets now the finish! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Batistuta. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. That's going to go a long way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Eto. Danger averted for now. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He could be in here. And that was very necessary.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cantona! He should have put that one away.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Got nowhere to hide after that one. Eto.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played in deep. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cantona is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Diaby. He has found the way through.
There will be
Costa
3
Curta.
minutes added time.
Donnarumma is there and he can get that clear. Costa Curta. Diaby in acres of space. And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Eto picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
In the bins provided.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. No way through. Distributed tidily. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Yamal! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So, a breakthrough already. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
Well, I guess this was unexpected, a change so early in the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Oh, great ball, shot a goal! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's 11, shapes to shoot. And more, and more, and more. And they're at it again in double quick time. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. He won't be happy with that one.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have...
Hits one! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Musiala. David Villa! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Conte. Fernando Torres. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, good spread. Great ball, and he's in here. Musiala! Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. Lobbed in behind. And now they can spring out of defence. Decent hit! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's looking wide. Back into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona take the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
David Villa touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Cantona. Oh, what a... David Villa! They want to be quick to recover this. Place it in low. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that is a little undercooked.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that has been cleared.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Drogba. That's a nicely weighted pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Fernando Torres threads one in. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Bayer is there to clear. Van Bouten. Messi. For Musiala. David Villa. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's delightful.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Goes down, but nothing given. That's gone for a throw-in. Julie. Costa Curta. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund. Substitution for Barcelona, number 17, Conte. Coming
Whistle
on the
goes,
field
and we start the second
number
half.
22, Pedri.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Fernando Torres. David Villa. That's been cut out, well played. And that has left him in a heap. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Drogba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Cantona. Oh, what a ball! David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! And he hits the net!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
The goal scorer for Spain after 58 minutes is number 7.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they've probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
60 minutes played.
For this match was 71,000.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Strong running down that left flank. And it's played forward.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's going to be another throw. David Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vardiol. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bastoni makes the interception. Well, there's the clearance.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Just eases him off the ball. David Villa. Messi. Van Belten gets it away. And he cuts out the supply. And he can clear it away. Ljungberg. Oh, played right into his path. Can he finish? And that would have won it.
Shevchenko has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Substitutions taking place.
Spain choosing to make the first change. That's it! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
He's looking to set free a runner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Eto'o. He can get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a good foot in there. Driving forward. Rice.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Pedri clears it away. Fernando Torres. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has
He's
been
picked his way through. Pinches it off him. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Another throw-in. Stood up well to him there. So that's it. It is all over. Spain pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and
now,
only one
to
winner,
all
Peter.
members of
The
crowd,
players didn't
I'd
show
like
enough
to ask you
togetherness,
to join
and
me
it was
in
weak
wishing our
throughout.
birthday boy a very special
That's where we have to
birthday.
end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threat. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh no, what has happened here? Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And the keeper's in command. Plays a sharp little ball here. Van der Ven getting this one clear. And they're quick to get it back. Kimmich. Lobbed in behind. And now they can clear their lines. Owen. Van der Ven gets rid without sophistication. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Spain looking to pass their way through. Cantona, there's the hit! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Musiala, he's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Conte. Schneider makes the interception. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Eto'o. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, again there's no way through. Musiala. Cantona. David Villa. Nice bit of trickery. Fernando Torres. Terrific header!
Added time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the half-time whistle goes. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Spain are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. That is good alertness. David Villa, played out towards the right wing. Cantona. Nakata.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's played it back. David, great chance!
They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Number 7, David Villa. David Villa.
A case now of complete control. And it's Owen. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for... Oh, what has happened here? Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Schneider.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
And that has put paid to that. David Villa. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Messi. A nice sequence of passes, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking tiny in possession here. And that was very necessary. Bastoni, a picture of focus and alertness. Cantona. That's a throw. Fernando Torres. Half an hour gone in the second half. The ball has bounced loose now. David Villa. Adams gets a foot in here. Hoisted in. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Owen. Now it's Batistuta. He might be in here! That's really well cleared. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Played in by Eto'o. Oh, well played, well played. That's a sharp pass. Driving forward. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 1 minute.
That's played into
added time.
space. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And there goes the final whistle. Spain pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness,
Volunteers for each
ruthlessness,
block, please report to the
relentlessness.
staff room immediately.
Cantona picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So it's down to business here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. David Villa. Cantona. There's the shot! Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
And the shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Well, shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Now it's Osimhen. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Cantona. Portugal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust.
This time, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cantona. Oh, good ball. Can he get onto this? Eto'o. Eto'o looking sharp there. No way through. Almost half an hour in now. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he can clear it away. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Messi. Rice makes the interception. Passes short and sharp. Great ball, and he's in here. Now the finish! There it is! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Valverde very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Tries to get it clear. Vinicius Junior. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's going to go a long way. There's the whistle for half-time. Spain head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running. He rises! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
So nearly the perfect ball. That's really well cleared. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Real chance! It's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's found a way through. Has a go! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Portugal really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Rice wins the duel this time. Gets his pass away. Just about up to the hour now. That's a sharp pass. Van der Ven. For Conte. Oh, super find. There's the hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. There's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
After 69 minutes is number 9, Bellingham. Substitution for Spain, number 2, Conte.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 37.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Number 3, Adams.
That's a nicely measured pass. And oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Spain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set.
Big chance! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Yamal gets into some space. Look at the space here, and the shots! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Portugal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So that's it. It is all over. Spain played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be
The
thrown
end of the
away.
game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cantona. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! Goal! England! England take the lead. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
After 19 minutes is number 15, Leroy Sané.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he welcomes it in. Adams gets good distance on it. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Bruyne clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. A real chance if he can get through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's De Bruyne. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Danger averted for now. Stoichkov. And he's on his way! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kante with the clearance. White.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Eto'o. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Distributed tidily. Conte. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. England are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The
David.
attendance for this match was
Good-looking ball.
72,306.
Oh, he's been caught now, has another go! And he's quick to get it clear again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He could be in here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Can he finish? Hernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Moved on forwards. Musiala gets his pass away. And the shot's on here. There's the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
In for a header! And the lead stays intact, just.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that has put paid to that. Hernandez. Spain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every...
Oh, what has happened here? He's tried one! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And it's Messi.
There will be
Musiala.
1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And we're underway. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Messi in acres of space out. Up he goes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that was very necessary. Valverde. Oh, what has happened here? Has a goal! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Messi. Platini. Bayer deals with it effortlessly. Neymar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rudiger.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Beckenbauer to Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Platini. Played back in. Oh, red, nice interception. Valverde. Beckenbauer. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stoichkov. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. He has found the way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Davids. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Turkey, number 2, Costa Curta. Coming on the field.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 8. Roberto
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon.
He's had a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And the header! He will be livid with himself.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Cafu. He's got away. Maldini with the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Turkey do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Messi, oh, nicely intercepted. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
The attendance
Just
for
about
this
up to
match
the hour
was
now.
72,306.
Rudiger. Oh, can he get onto this? Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Davids. No way through there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Turkey, really.
And he'll shoot here! And that could come back to haunt them.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Substitution for Turkey, number 19, Messi.
So, time for changes
Number
on
9,
both sides, actually.
Mbappe. Number 11, Stoichkov. Number
Cafu.
7, Platini.
Messi
Coming on the field, number
pops him off
6,
it and wins back the ball.
Cafu. Number 17, Pedri. Number 15, Vinicius
Oh, it's a nice
Junior.
idea, but the
Number
execution was
42,
lacking.
Musiala. Substitution in progress.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vinicius Junior.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bellingham. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And if you do have a chance
How would
today,
you summarise
please
what
take
we've
some
seen
time out
today
to
then,
give your
Jim?
support to
Well,
our
the way
best
the manager
stadium
has
fund.
stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. So that's got things underway. Played towards the other side. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind. And have a clean...
Cantona! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cantona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vinicius Junior powering forward here. Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior. João Cancelo is there to clear. Vinicius Junior. Neither side yet able to find the net. Messi. Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way past. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. And it's Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. Portugal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Over to the left.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He could be in here. Osimhen is flagged offside. Vinicius Junior, he has found the way through. That is a brilliant interception. Van Balten gets good distance on it. Platini running with the ball. Now it's Eto'o. Cafu. Messi.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
There will be 1 minute added
Guti.
time.
Suarez gets a foot in here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Osimhen. Ronaldinho. Now there's a fine ball. Cleared without complication. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bayer sends that a long way. Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior. Osimhen! He's delivered all right!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
After 56 minutes is number 4, Osimhen.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Looks to clip it forward.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Turkey are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, great ball! Shot a goal! Oh, what has happened here? Himself unceremoniously floored. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Vinicius Junior. Van der Ven getting this one clear. Guti wins the duel this time. Luis Suarez. Now it's Eto'o. Cantona. Oh, perfectly measured that. They're urging him to shoot. That is good strength. And he's heaved it away. That is a great pick out. He's found a way through.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Eto'o.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Five minutes left on the clock. Valverde. Osimhen looking understandably energised after his goal.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Today, please take some time out to give your
So,
support
Jim, how
to
do you
our
reflect
best
on
stadium
what we've
fund.
seen?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.